The campus heist. Once upon a time, there was a group of college students who were looking for a new adventure. They decided to pull off a heist on their campus, stealing valuable research from their school's science department. They began by studying the campus security systems and identifying weaknesses that they could exploit. They also scouted the area, looking for the best escape routes. Finally, the night of the heist arrived. The students entered the science building, using their knowledge of the campus to avoid detection. They made their way to the research lab, where they encountered a security guard. In a tense standoff, they managed to take the guard hostage and escape with the research. But their troubles were far from over. As they made their escape, they were pursued by campus security and the police. In a thrilling chase through the campus, they managed to evade their pursuers and make it to their getaway car. But just as they thought they were home free, they were ambushed by a rival group of students who had also been after the research. In a dramatic showdown, they fought for their lives and the research, and ultimately emerged victorious. The Fraternity Conspiracy. Once upon a time, there was a group of college students who were members of a prestigious fraternity. They were known for their intelligence and their ambition, but they were also known for their ruthless tactics. One day, the fraternity was approached by a mysterious figure who offered them the opportunity to take part in a conspiracy to control the college's student government. The fraternity accepted the offer, and they began working behind the scenes to manipulate the student government elections. But things didn't go as smoothly as they had planned. The college's student government discovered the conspiracy and they began to investigate. The fraternity was caught in a web of lies and deceit, and they knew that they had to act fast if they were going to evade capture and keep their power. In a thrilling and intense game of cat and mouse, the fraternity members fought to keep their conspiracy a secret, using their intelligence and their wits to evade the student government and the police. But in the end, they were ultimately exposed, and the truth of their actions was revealed. The Secret Society. Once upon a time, there was a group of college students who were initiated into a secret society on campus. The society was a secret organization that controlled the college's underground activities, from the black market to the illegal parties. The students quickly rose through the ranks of the society, using their intelligence and their ambition to gain power and influence. But as they delved deeper into the society's secrets, they began to realize that the society was not what it seemed. They discovered that the society was involved in illegal activities, and that their power and influence came at a high cost. The students were torn between their loyalty to the society and their moral code. In a thrilling and intense struggle, the students fought to expose the truth about the society, and to put an end to its illegal activities. But as they delved deeper into the society's secrets, they found themselves caught in a web of lies and deceit, and they knew that they had to be careful if they were going to survive. The Monster and the Princess. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom ruled by a beautiful princess. The kingdom was peaceful and prosperous, but it was also plagued by a terrible monster that terrorized the countryside. The princess decided to take matters into her own hands and set off to defeat the monster. She armed herself with a sword and set out on her quest. As she journeyed through the forest, she encountered many obstacles such as giant spiders and giant snakes. But she didn't give up. She pressed on, determined to find the monster. Finally, she found the monster's lair. It was a giant dragon with fiery breath. The princess was scared, but she remembered her courage and fought the dragon. After a fierce battle, she was able to defeat it and save the kingdom. But her troubles were far from over. The dragon was not the only monster in the kingdom, as she soon discovered. She realized that the monsters were not the true enemy, but the result of a curse put on the kingdom by a wicked sorcerer. The princess set off on a new quest to find and defeat the sorcerer, lifting the curse and bringing peace to the kingdom for good. The Princess and the Minotaur. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom ruled by a kind and just king. The kingdom was peaceful and prosperous, but it was also plagued by a terrible monster that lived in a labyrinth beneath the palace. The monster was a minotaur, half man and half bull. The king decided to sacrifice a young person every year to the minotaur in hopes of appeasing it. But one year, the king's daughter, beautiful and brave princess, volunteered to go in the place of the chosen sacrifice. The princess entered the labyrinth, armed only with a sword and a ball of thread. She encountered many obstacles, such as dead ends and traps, but she didn't give up. She pressed on, determined to find the Minotaur. Finally, she found the Minotaur's lair. It was a giant beast with horns and sharp teeth. The princess was scared, but she remembered her courage and fought the Minotaur. After a fierce battle, she was able to defeat it and lift the curse on the kingdom. But her troubles were far from over. The princess discovered that the Minotaur was not a monster, but a victim of the curse put on the kingdom by a wicked sorcerer. The princess set off on a new quest to find and defeat the sorcerer, bringing peace to the kingdom for good.